Hello, my name's Katie and welcome to my shed. How are you doing? It's been a lovely day, hasn't it? I can't remember what the date is. 6th of September, and it's beautiful. It's a bit blowy, but it's really bright. The birds are making an awful lot of noise and it's been a lovely day, but I haven't done any painting. Football season started, so this morning has been football and I'm heading out this afternoon, so no painting today. But tomorrow is a workshop, so yes, we're going to do the Painting with Nature workshop tomorrow, so I just need to get the stuff prepped for that. That will take me about 45 minutes probably to get everything we need sorted, and then I'll load the car up in the morning. I think it should be a fun one. I think it's going to be quite messy, and I quite like the messy ones, and quite fun. And we have got some new people coming, so that's always exciting. And yeah, we didn't do one last month, so we didn't have a workshop in August because it's a funny time, isn't it? People are away, and we thought I have to keep stopping and starting because I keep yawning. The cat was a pain in the butt last night, so she did have me up quite a lot, but even so I should manage to stay awake at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, shouldn't I? What was I saying? I can't remember what we were saying. Let me go back and watch the last video. I was talking about the last month's workshop that we didn't do because it was August and it's school holidays. So September, and we'll start the new one. We've only got 3 left this year, which is amazing. That even this time last year we hadn't even, it wasn't even on the cards for us to set up this business. So although we're not making our millions, the fact that we are making any money running these workshops, it baffles me. It's amazing. It's so much fun, and it's so much fun to do something that isn't, I don't say isn't work, because it is work, that's away from and so different from what I do for my proper job. So different, and it's lovely. It's lovely to be able to nurture people to have a bit of confidence and have some fun creating, and yeah, it's a real privilege. This is going to be a waffly one, isn't it? I can tell that already. I've had to retake this clip about 5 times because I keep yawning and I can't stop yawning. I think I definitely need an early night. The cat was a pain in the bum last night. She had me awake so many times. Anyway, so this week is going to, that's so noisy. I do live on quite busy roads, so I do apologise. It's going to be a strange week. I'm not going to get much time to paint, so tomorrow we'll be doing the workshop, and then I am doing long days at work on Monday and Tuesday, and then I have an early morning, like 7 o'clock in the morning flight over to Dublin because I'm presenting at a conference there, so I'm there for 3 days, and I've come home late on Friday. So there's not going to be any time for hanging out in my shed and painting, unfortunately. It's a bit sad, but obviously a big privilege to go and talk at conferences. I will have to meet new people, which we all know is hard for me. So I'll probably be shattered next weekend. That's my guess. I will take a sketchbook and try and do some sketching, but I'm flying Ryanair. So, and I'm not taking any paid luggage, so it's just my rucksack. So I definitely can't take a lot of stuff, but I could take a pen and a small sketchbook, couldn't I? That should be fine. So yeah, I think I need to get on and get stuff sorted for this workshop. But before I sort that out, I'm sorting this shelf out because it looks awful in the background. that's a wee bit tidier. I mean, it's still a mess. There's a lot of stuff up there, and you can, I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see if I use my stick to point to it. Over here, I can see where all the water has been leaking through, and we had such a dry summer. But last week we had a load of really heavy showers, and we've had more water come through. So I need to, I think it's that time of year, I'm going to have to put the dehumidifier back on, which is a shame. And go out and buy a load of those little ones. You know, the little wardrobe ones? I've got them around my little windows. Let me show you. I mean, this one's full, can you see? And this is just from the summer. And we really haven't had much rain in the summer. So I need to get my hand on a load of those. I just have them around the windows because they're like plastic windows. There's no, it's not properly sealed. So I do get quite a bit of like not condensation, but like water coming through, atmospheric water. Don't know what the proper word is. So it's time to crack those out again. Anyway, when I was just tidying up over there, I found my little pot, my little K-pot, which has got a few of my favourite things in, like my skewers and things for scratching and making a mess. But I found in here this stick, which I've used as like a dip pen in the past, and I thought, I think Lou has made a load more of these for tomorrow for the workshop. And it just made me happy to think that I've had this for about 10 years and used it on and off as a dip pen, and it is just a pointed stick. Makes the best marks. Maybe I'll show you. Well, I'm getting distracted as per usual. Let me get some ink. What I like about it is you can't really control it. So this is just a black Winsor Newton waterproof ink. You can't really control it, but you can make such a variation of marks by, like, if you go to the flat, you can make the flat marks. If you go for the, use the very top of it, get these sort of scratchier marks. And I just think it's just quite fun sometimes, not feeling like you are, because you're not in control of it, you can't really be to blame when things don't go quite to plan. Anyway, I think we've gone on about 8 different tangents today, haven't we, already? So this weekend, workshop tomorrow, so I need to go and get prepped now, or get the stuff ready. Lou's doing the prep. I'm just gathering the equipment, and then I will see you tomorrow, probably at the venue. I don't think I'll have time to catch you beforehand. It's an early one. It's 10 till 2, so we need to get there about 9 to get set up. And yeah, I probably won't show you. I don't know the people that are coming, whether they're happy to be filmed, but I'll try and film me and Lou doing some bits and some of the outputs from the class, and then I'll speak to you when I get home from the class if we don't do a proper debrief there. Got distracted again. I bought these little frames from the charity shop. They're £1 each, brand new, just cheap little IKEA ones. But I thought they're 15 by 15, which means they'll work really well for framing up cards. So I've got, I mean, I could print something out, couldn't I? And not that was too big, but to frame them up. Or my little linos, this little one, that'll work really nicely in a frame because it's about the right size. You'll get a small margin around it, and that will look quite nice. I'm not doing any craft fairs this year, which is a bit of a shame, but those sorts of things, like a small lino framed up in a little frame like that, are usually really popular because you don't have to charge a lot for them because they don't cost you a lot to produce, and people feel like they're getting a little treat and make really good presents because they're not massively expensive, which will be what I do with these ones here that we talked about last time. If you haven't watched that video, I did this image but with 3 different mediums, so just to see which I preferred, really. Yeah. Right. I have talked probably for about half an hour, so I'm going to stop and I'll see you soon. Later. Bye. Well, this is a funny angle, isn't it? I'm not sure I can do this. I'm in Dublin. I'm just trying to think. It was quite a long. Today is Thursday, so and I've been here since yesterday. It feels much longer actually, and I worked Monday, Tuesday. So when did I speak to you? Must have been Sunday. Yeah, it was Sunday. And the plan was, so I'm here in Dublin for work, and the plan was going to be that I would, in the evenings, I would do some sketching, sort of wander around, get inspired, do some, yeah, soak in the atmosphere and all the rest of it. But honestly, it's been pouring down pretty much all the time. We've had bits of sunshine, but normally in between lectures and things like that. So it's been pouring down, and the area where I'm staying and where the conference is, I'd say it's shady. I'm sure it's lovely, but I don't feel very comfortable, and consequently don't really want to sit around doing drawing. And I'm finding it hard to even get my phone out to do filming, because it doesn't feel like, it feels like you need to keep your phone hidden. And I really don't want to do a disservice to this part of town, but it's not what I was expecting. I don't know if you can hear how loud it is. It's like being in my shed. It's that loud here. And I've put in a little clip of the view from my window of the rat trap. And also the room stinks of weed because I'm right on the street. I'm like in a basement room, and I'm guessing somebody in the flat next door or in the street is smoking it, and it stinks a bit. So maybe I should do some drawing. I might come up with something really creative and unusual. It might be really good for the creative well-being workshop, actually, mightn't it? Anyway, I haven't really been doing any drawing. I've done a bit of sketching, and I'm going to do some sketching. I took some photos. So the conference centre is at Croke Park, which is the football stadium here. I think they call it football. I don't want to offend any Irish people. I might have to insert text here if it's something else. And that's fab. And there's a really nice canal and railway track near there. So I've taken some photos of that, and that's lovely. But it was so wet, and there's nowhere to sort of draw. So I haven't done that, but I will do some drawing from that. But yeah, the conference has been really good. So I might not be feeling massively inspired from a drawing point of view, but I have been feeling very inspired from a work point of view. So that's good, which is good because they've paid me to come. So it'd be a real shame to not feel like I've left inspired. But it's been hard. And I think some of it, I've talked about this before, I'm not very peoply. We have discussed this, and I'm sure, and I know a lot of you are not very peoply either. And these last 2 days have been very peoply. So there's about over 250 people here from, I think, 19 different countries. And I've done a presentation, but also I'm having to do a lot of networking with other organisations, and I think that's taken all my energy. So maybe that's another reason why I don't feel like I can really do any drawing, because there's nothing left to give, if I'm honest. Anyway, this angle is awful, and so's the lighting. So if you have watched this, apologies. I don't think that's any better. I probably should have, I don't know. I could put you on a dustbin, but that feels impersonal. Disrespectful. It feels disrespectful. So I'm not going to put you on a bin. You're going to sit on a pillow. This video is going to be so quick and short because I haven't really got much to talk about. And I guess sometimes that's life, isn't it? This is a really busy couple of weeks for me, work-wise, and consequently you can't always do the things that you want to do, fun things. I'm going to insert the clips of the sketches I've done, and if I do some more, I'll insert them too. I'm going to try and do some tonight. Okay, I'll see you later. I do need to, I might have to record something tomorrow night when I get home. My plane, no, I won't do that. My flight doesn't get until about 7:30, so then I've got to get home. So I've got to try and edit something out of thin air. I'm going to do that. I'm going to eat first. That's what I'm going to do. Catch up with you in a minute. Well, this video really didn't go to plan, did it? And I am very sorry for that. And probably will lose loads of viewers from it because this is a terrible video. But I did think it was important to document that some weeks do not go to plan. And this was one of them. I really thought I was going to get out and do loads of sketching in Dublin and be massively inspired, and that just wasn't the case. I do like the one of the water. I did a single line drawing there, and that was probably the one that I enjoyed the most. I kind of thought I might get loads of sketching done during the talks in the conference, but actually the talks were all amazing, so I did a lot of note taking and not sketching, which was unusual and very unexpected. Anyway, if any of you have managed it this far, I applaud you. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next week with some proper drawing and painting. See you soon. Bye.